Kara, you have been here a while now. How do you feel on this planet?
Well, it's a nice place to live.
First, we had one Kryptonian.
The wait is finally over. The official trailer for Supergirl, 2026 film, has arrived, and from the very first second, it sends a strong message. This movie is going to be very different from anything we have seen before. Instead of bright skies and smiling heroes, the trailer opens with deep silence and a cold view of space. The camera slowly moves across broken stars and dark clouds, making it clear that this world is not safe anymore. It feels lonely, empty, and filled with danger. Then, without warning, we see a fast flash of movement. A bright figure shoots across the sky like a falling star. That figure is Supergirl, but something about her feels different. Her flight looks more aggressive, more focused, almost like she is chasing something instead of protecting someone. The way she moves shows urgency, as if time is running out and every second matters. This first look alone tells viewers that her mission is not simple, and whatever she is facing is powerful enough to scare even the strongest hero. As the trailer continues, we notice the tone becoming darker and more serious. The world shown in the background looks damaged, with broken cities and strange alien lands that feel cold and lifeless. There are no cheering crowds, no happy moments, only silence, tension, and danger. This sets the mood for the entire story. It feels like Supergirl is not just entering a battle. She is entering a war that has already destroyed many lives. One of the most striking moments comes when the camera slowly shows Supergirl landing on a rocky surface that looks like the remains of a destroyed planet. Dust rises around her boots, and the wind moves her cape in slow motion. She stands still for a moment, looking around as if remembering something painful. Even without words, this single shot speaks loudly. It suggests that this mission is not only about saving others, it may also be about facing her own past. The trailer also hints that this story belongs to the new direction of the DC Studios universe, guided by filmmaker James Gunn. This connection is important because it tells fans that this version of Supergirl is part of a bigger world that is being rebuilt from the ground up. Everything feels fresh, but also more serious and emotional than before. Another powerful moment happens when we see Supergirl flying through what looks like the remains of a battlefield in space. Broken ships float around her, spinning slowly like ghosts from an old war. Small pieces of metal hit her suit as she moves forward, but she does not stop. She keeps flying, pushing through the danger as if she has done this many times before. This shows her strength, but also hints that she has been fighting for a long time, possibly alone. As the music slowly begins to rise, the trailer builds tension without giving too many answers. We hear deep sounds in the background, like warning signals or distant explosions. The camera cuts quickly between different scenes: a dark sky filled with lightning, a glowing weapon charging with power, and a shadow moving behind thick smoke. Each of these moments feels like a puzzle piece, slowly forming a bigger picture that viewers are desperate to understand. What makes this trailer so powerful is not just the action, but the feeling it creates. Every frame carries weight, every sound builds pressure, and every shot makes the audience ask the same question. What exactly is Supergirl's mission? And why does it feel so dangerous? The mood is heavy, almost like the calm before a massive storm. By the end of this first section of the trailer, one thing becomes very clear. This is not a simple hero story about saving the day. This is the beginning of a dark journey, one that will test Supergirl in ways we have never seen before. And if these first moments are any sign of what's coming, then this mission might not only change her future, it might change the fate of the entire universe. The next part of the trailer moves deeper into the story, and this is where the real mystery begins to form. We start to understand that this is not just another hero mission where the goal is simple and clear. Instead, the trailer slowly shows us that Supergirl is carrying something heavy inside her. Something that looks like pain, anger, and maybe even regret. Her face, shown in quick flashes, does not look calm or hopeful. It looks focused, serious, and tired, like someone who has seen too much destruction and loss. One of the strongest hints about the story comes from the setting itself. The places shown in the trailer are not bright cities or peaceful towns. Instead, we see strange alien worlds, dark skies filled with smoke, and empty lands that look abandoned. Some areas look like they were once full of life but are now completely destroyed. Buildings are broken, lights are gone, and the air feels heavy with silence. These scenes make it clear that Supergirl is entering places where danger already exists, not places that are safe. As the trailer moves forward, we begin to feel that this mission may be connected to her past. There are short shots of what looks like old Kryptonian symbols glowing on walls and machines. These symbols are important because they remind us of her lost home, the planet Krypton. The trailer never explains this directly, but the visual clues suggest that her mission might be tied to something from her home world. Maybe revenge, maybe justice, or maybe the search for answers that were hidden for years. Another powerful moment appears when we see Supergirl standing alone inside what looks like a damaged space station. The lights flicker, and the walls are covered with marks from explosions. She walks slowly, looking around like she is searching for something important. Her body language shows caution, but also determination. She does not look scared. She looks ready. This suggests that whatever she is looking for is worth the risk, even if it puts her life in danger. The trailer also gives us a feeling that this mission was not her choice alone. In one quick moment, we see what looks like a message or signal appearing in front of her. The screen glows with strange alien text, and her reaction shows that this message means something serious. It hints that someone, or something, has called her for this mission. This adds another layer of mystery, making viewers wonder who sent the message and why Supergirl was chosen. As tension continues to build, we start to notice signs that the threat she is facing is not small. There are flashes of large machines moving across the ground, and massive shadows appearing behind mountains. Some scenes show energy beams shooting into the sky, lighting up the darkness with bright flashes. These quick shots suggest that the enemy she is chasing has power far beyond normal limits. It feels like she is walking into a battle where one mistake could lead to total destruction. One detail that stands out is how quiet many of these scenes feel. Instead of loud battles all the time, the trailer uses silence to create fear. We see Supergirl standing still in empty places, listening, watching, waiting. This silence makes every movement feel important. It also shows that this mission is not only about strength, it is about patience, planning, and survival. The emotional side of the story becomes even clearer when we see a short close-up of her face. Her eyes look sharp, but also filled with memories. It feels like she is remembering something painful, something that pushes her forward even when the danger grows. This tells us that the mission is not just about saving others. It may also be about healing wounds from her past. As the music slowly rises again, the trailer gives us one more strong hint. We see a wide shot of Supergirl flying toward a distant planet covered in dark clouds and red light. The planet looks dangerous, almost alive, like it is hiding secrets waiting to be discovered. This moment feels like the true beginning of her journey, the point where she leaves behind safety and enters the unknown. By the end of this section, one message becomes very clear. Supergirl's mission is not simple, and it is not safe. It feels personal, dangerous, and filled with unanswered questions. The trailer carefully builds tension without giving full answers, making viewers feel both excited and worried at the same time. And as the story begins to take shape, one thought stays in the viewer's mind. Whatever she is about to face, It may be the hardest battle of her life. As the trailer moves into its next moments, the focus slowly shifts from the mission itself to the people involved in this dangerous journey. This is where viewers begin to notice small details about the characters, especially Supergirl herself. One of the first things that stands out is her new look. Her suit appears stronger and more battle-ready than before. The colors seem deeper, the design looks tougher, and the material appears built for war rather than simple rescue missions. There are visible marks on the suit, small scratches and dust, which suggest that she has already faced many battles before this moment. This small detail alone tells viewers that this version of Supergirl has experience, strength, and a history filled with conflict. Another interesting detail comes from the way she carries herself. In earlier versions of superhero stories, heroes often stand tall with confidence and calm expressions. But here, Supergirl moves differently. Her steps feel heavy, and her posture looks tense, like she is always ready for danger. Even when she is standing still, her body language shows alertness. She turns her head quickly, scans her surroundings, and prepares herself as if an attack could happen at any second. This constant sense of caution suggests that she has learned from past mistakes and is no longer willing to take risks without thinking. The trailer also gives us quick glimpses of possible supporting characters. These figures appear only for a few seconds, but their presence feels important. In one moment, we see a shadowed figure standing beside glowing equipment, possibly helping Supergirl track something or gather information. The figure's face is not fully shown, but their calm movement suggests intelligence and experience. This person could be an ally, someone who understands the mission and helps guide her along the way. In another short scene, we see what looks like a group of survivors standing behind protective walls. Their faces look worried, and their eyes follow Supergirl as she passes by. This moment hints that people in this world depend on her strength. They look at her not just as a hero, but as their last hope. This adds emotional weight to the story, showing that her mission is not only personal, it affects the lives of many others who are waiting for protection. But the most powerful mystery of this section comes from the villain. The trailer does not show the enemy clearly, but it gives enough hints to make viewers curious. In one dark moment, we see a tall figure standing far away in the shadows. The shape looks strong and dangerous, with glowing lights appearing around their hands or armor. The lighting is low, making it impossible to see their full face, but their presence alone creates fear. The way the camera focuses on this figure suggests that this enemy is not ordinary. This villain feels powerful, patient, and fully prepared for battle. Another clue about the villain appears when we see massive destruction left behind in several scenes. Entire structures are broken, machines are torn apart, and deep marks cover the ground as if something huge has moved through the area. These signs of damage suggest that the enemy has already caused great harm before Supergirl even arrived. It feels like she is chasing someone who has been steps ahead the entire time. Symbolism also plays a strong role in these scenes. We notice broken Kryptonian symbols scattered across walls and floors. These symbols glow faintly, as if holding memories from the past. Their damaged condition hints that the conflict may be connected to Krypton itself. This raises a powerful question. Could the villain have ties to her lost home? If that is true, then this battle is not just about survival, but about history, identity, and unfinished business. One of the most intense moments of this section comes when Supergirl looks directly at a glowing object in her hand. The object appears small, but its light is strong, shining across her face. Her expression becomes serious, almost emotional, as if the object holds great meaning. This moment suggests that she carries something important, maybe a key, a message, or a piece of her past that could change the outcome of the mission. As the trailer builds tension, the connection between hero and villain begins to feel more personal. The way the camera cuts between Supergirl preparing for battle and the shadowed figure watching from afar creates a sense of rivalry. It feels like these two characters are moving closer to each other, step by step, heading toward a final confrontation that will decide everything. By the end of this section, viewers are left with more questions than answers. Who is this hidden enemy? What connection do they share with Supergirl? And why does every clue point toward a conflict tied to Krypton's past? The mystery grows stronger with each scene, making it clear that the story is building toward a battle that is not just physical, but deeply personal. As the trailer reaches its most intense part, everything speeds up. The calm mystery of the earlier scenes suddenly turns into fast action, loud moments, and powerful visuals. This is where we finally see what kind of danger Supergirl is really facing and how far she is willing to go to complete her mission. The energy changes completely. It feels bigger, louder, and more dangerous with every second. One of the first major action moments shows Supergirl flying at extreme speed through space. She moves like a shooting star, breaking through dark clouds and shattered debris. Around her, broken ships float like dead giants, slowly spinning in silence. Without slowing down, she flies straight through them, dodging explosions and falling metal. This scene shows not only her speed, but also her confidence in battle. She does not hesitate. She pushes forward no matter what stands in her way. Then the trailer cuts quickly to a ground battle. We see Supergirl landing hard on a broken surface, creating a shockwave that pushes dust and debris in every direction. Enemies rush toward her from all sides, but she reacts instantly. Her movements are fast and sharp, almost like she is trained for close combat. She blocks attacks, counters quickly, and uses her strength in controlled bursts. This is not just random fighting. It feels like she knows exactly what she is doing. Another powerful scene shows energy blasts lighting up the dark sky. Bright beams of light shoot across destroyed buildings, creating massive explosions. The ground shakes, and pieces of stone fly into the air. Supergirl moves through the chaos without stopping, showing that she is strong enough to survive even the most dangerous attacks. The way she stands in the middle of destruction shows her fearlessness, even when everything around her is collapsing. The trailer also gives us a glimpse of large-scale destruction that hints at a much bigger war. Entire landscapes are shown burning or breaking apart. Huge machines move across the ground, possibly controlled by the unknown enemy. These machines look powerful and advanced, suggesting that Supergirl is not just fighting normal soldiers, she is facing an army or technology far beyond human level. One of the most cinematic moments happens when Supergirl stands alone on top of a destroyed structure. The sky behind her is dark, filled with red lightning and moving clouds. Her cape moves strongly in the wind as she looks down at the battlefield below. This shot is quiet, but extremely powerful. It shows her isolation. Even though she is surrounded by war, she stands alone, facing everything by herself. This moment captures the emotional weight of her journey. She is powerful, but also alone in her mission. As the music rises, the trailer increases the intensity even more. We see fast cuts of Supergirl fighting multiple enemies at once. She punches through armored soldiers, dodges heavy attacks, and flies in sharp directions to avoid explosions. The editing becomes faster, making every second feel urgent. It is clear that this is not a simple fight. It is a full-scale war happening across multiple locations. Another highlight shows a massive energy weapon charging in the distance. The weapon glows brighter and brighter, shaking the ground as it powers up. Supergirl turns toward it, her expression focused and serious. This moment suggests a turning point in the battle. If that weapon fires, it could cause massive destruction. The tension builds as she prepares to stop it, no matter the cost. The sound design in these scenes also plays a big role. Deep bass sounds, sharp explosion effects, and rising music create constant pressure. Every action feels heavier because of the sound. Even the silence between explosions feels tense, like something bigger is about to happen at any moment. In the final moments of this section, we see Supergirl flying directly toward a dark storm in space. Lightning flashes around her, and shadows move inside the storm. She does not slow down. Instead, she accelerates, heading straight into danger. This moment feels like a turning point, as if she is about to face the final part of her mission, where everything will be decided. By the end of these action scenes, one thing becomes very clear. This is not just a fight for survival. It is a battle that involves destruction, emotion, and high stakes. Supergirl is not only fighting enemies, she is fighting time, fear, and possibly her own past. And as the trailer closes this section, viewers are left with one strong feeling. The final battle is still coming, and it will change everything.